Buongiorno from Siracusa and Ortigia, the island of Ortigia. We're going to take you a little bit of a walking tour on this beautiful market, much smaller than the one in Catania, but also very impressive. This is open every single day except for Sunday, so if you're down here, make sure you check it out. These favas are beautiful, the strawberries are in season, potatoes. This is one of the biggest ones, just as you enter the market over here. I like to start the tour right on this side, behind the Temple of Apollo. So Temple of Apollo is down that way. This way you get a nice little feel of how this market works. Nespoli over here. I can't wait till the mulberries and the cherries and the plums. Salve. This is my favorite section right here. All the greens and veggies. This is the best sun-dried tomatoes I've ever had because they're ones from Pachino. You can just eat your way through this market. Che sta facendo?
Capugliato, un prodotto fatto da me con ciliegino secco, pistacchio, pinoli e mandorle.
You can smell the cheese fragrance. It's just remarkable.
Salata.
Ricotta salata. This guy's an artist. The piece de resistance is not the ricotta salata. You would think that, but the lemon zest. His father used to make this sandwich. It's famous. This little thing, he came up with this.
Okay.
Perfetto.
Assaggiare?
Sì.
A little bit of salami.
Oh, grazie.
Prego.
Guarda me, guarda me. This is the salami with the pistachio. Caciocavallo.
Semistagionato.
We're eating our way through the market.
Latte di mucca. Latte di pecora, pecorino, primo sale.
So one of them is cow milk and sheep milk. This is where all the treasures are.
Prego scendere, signore.
It's fun to just walk around here and listen to the sounds. It's always an experience coming here to the market in Ortigia. Now let me tell you about these fragolini. They taste like honey, I promise you, and they're just here for a short season. It's April and all the summer stuff will be coming out pretty soon. This guy's always here with the dried fruits, all the nuts. Buongiorno. The capers from the Aeolian Islands, and all the spices that are so important here in Sicily, of course brought here, many of them, by the Arabs, including the pistachio from Bronte. So when you come here, you can take a little bag right there, fill it up with all types of good stuff. You can even air seal it for you and take it home. Now I also like to stop right here at this booth because he's got these almond, buongiorno, he's got these almond sweets with different flavors. So for instance, this one has the pistachio, this is the classic over there. He's got the chocolate, the orange. And then another one with the lemons, filled with orange and cherry and white chocolate. Very unique to this area of Ortigia. It's now mid-April, and I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt. It's nice and hot under the sun, but when you go in the shade, it gets a little bit cool. Of course, you know the cheese of Sicily, caciocavallo. This one with walnuts, pistachio one, and black pepper. Salve.
Hello, ciao.
This guy's always very robust. First cantaloupes of the season. Soon those apples will be gone. Of course, plenty of street food, arancini and artichokes. Buongiorno. You can literally eat your way through the market here in Ortigia. Buongiorno. Here's the pasta alla norma. And we can't talk about Siracusa without the tomatoes. Of course, the ciliegie Pacchino, the tomatoes from Pacchino. Here are the green peas, and we're almost at the end of the fava. Nice fava beans. Fagiolioni. Those are wild greens. Octopus. And this is how you do it. It's a science. You have to... Quanto minuti bollire?
20-25 minutes.
Or else they become chewy. Grazie, ciao. Looks like it was a pretty good fish day. Lemon juice, orange juice, and pomegranate juice are in season for a little bit longer. Oh, the wild fennel. Buongiorno. This guy always has a great collection. Almonds from Avola. We've done many videos from Avola. One of the things they're known for are 16 varieties of different almonds. And of course by us are the pistachio from Bronte. And then right before you get to the Temple of Apollo, there's all these stalls selling clothes, bags, hats, trinkets, junk. But if you need something like sunglasses, or a couple of people brought some bags to carry their stuff around, this really great place. Then they have some electronic things, so you can find just about everything here. And every once in a while, I'll have luck at this place over here buying clothes. This was done in the Doric style. I just love going through all the little side streets, not the main road, of course. That's where you see all the treasures. I'm guessing it's there. you know what kind of paper? What kind of paper? Do you know what kind of plant that is? Papyrus. Now I'm going to do a little bit something different here in Ortigia because I've walked around with you guys before. I'm going to take you to two small business owners who do things by hand. One of them is a leather shop, and this guy makes his own shoes even, and purses and so forth. And the other one is the papyrus lady. And Signora Flavia is one of the last one, if not the last one in the Siracusa area that still does the papyrus papers by hand. Papyrus grows naturally here in Siracusa and also in Egypt, and wait till you see the beautiful artwork that she does, and also the leather guy.
Syracusan papyrus plant. Our plant is different than Egyptian because our plant is triangular, Egyptian plant is circular. The part that we use to make the paper is the lower part of the plant because it's the part more fat, and also because it's the only part where we find a natural glue that we use to stick the strips when we make the paper. This glue is a starch. Okay. We use the inside part of the plant, the white part. We have these strips. After the cut, we put the strips in this special water. It contains natural mineral salts and antioxidant. It is a secret solution. Yes, I don't know what is inside. Only Miss Flavia knows. Okay. We take the strips in this special water about 8 hours. Begin to put the strips first in vertical position with a little overlapping, and this is the same technique of ancient Egyptians, because now the production of Egyptian paper is an industrial production, so the paper made with machines, with chemical glue, and also with the oxidated strips. So now our paper is more precious than Egyptian. And after I will show you the difference between our paper and Egyptian paper. And press with this marble wheel. So about 50 kilos of marble.
50 kilos is about 100 pounds.
Yeah. Okay, so you can see that the strips begin to lose the water inside and also begin to stick.
So after 35 or 40 minutes, the paper will become completely dry.
Yes. With a knife like this. This is an old reproduction of the same knife used by ancient Egyptians to cut the plant. In Egyptian language, his name is Aku. The modern Egyptian paper. So you can see the difference of the color and also at the touch. This is more hard, this is more soft.
Cioè io nel frattempo
Sì, sì.
posso lavorare?
Sì. Filippo here has a shop where he makes all leather things, and as you can see, he does it right here. Da quanti anni sta facendo?
Circa 20 anni.
20 years he's been doing this. And his stuff is beautiful. We're between the Temple of Apollo and the Fontana di Iena. So right on the way, on this little side street, is this beautiful shop. I wish you could smell the leather. And these are all made right here. Great bookstore here on a side street from the Duomo. Also t-shirts and all types of cards. And look what I found. Tommaso di Lampedusa, the leopard. Story about the 1800s here in Sicily, and guess what? It's in English. And look at this. Andrea Camilleri's Inspector Montalbano Mystery, also in English. Today is April 25th, Liberation Day here in Italy and Sicily. It is a public holiday. It commemorates the end of Nazism and fascism here, and to commemorate the independence movement against those two groups. There are lots of events happening, but I'm going to show you some of them happening here in Catania. They turned out strong to remind people about the importance of the resistance movement that happened and not let the fascists even today come back into power. It is a public holiday, but very different from Festa della Repubblica. That is when the Republic was established here in Italy, and that is celebrated on June 2nd. So we have April 25th, Liberation Day. May 1st, by the way, is Labor Day, and then June 2nd is Festa della Repubblica. Those are three very important commemorations and festas here in Sicily and Italy. Take a look at some of the demonstrations and speeches that happened here in downtown Catania.
It's just like what you do on the 4th of July.
25 aprile, 71esimo anniversario della liberazione. Questo è il corteo che vuole onorare la memoria delle partigiane, dei partigiani, degli antifascisti, dei resistenti che hanno contribuito a dare all'Italia la libertà, la liberazione dal nazifascismo, la democrazia, il diritto di parlare, è giusta, dall'altra parte non ci stavano i giusti, ma
Why today is such an important day in Italy?
Because it's the Liberation Day against the fascism and the Nazi.
But why were there so many demonstrations? And
Because, of course, we want to just focus that we live in a country where this kind of events shouldn't exist, shouldn't be made anymore.
And what were the people yelling? Resistance.
Resistance against the Nazi and the fascism. We are threatened by this kind of right parties that just now ruling Poland, Hungary, Italy, and the wave is also investing in so many other countries. So we hope that we are going to have a balance.
Can you give briefly how important Sicily was during Operation Husky?
The Operation Husky was just made here in July 1943, between the 9th and the 10th. They were just starting from here, the liberation of Europe. Of course, they started from here also because there were some of the most important representatives of the countries that were alive in that period made a conference in Casablanca, where in Northern Africa, of course, we had also so many campaigns, Rommel and El Alamein and so on. So they decided to start here.
Montgomery and Patton both were here. They started in Gela.
Yes, they started in Gela, or much closer to Ragusa for the Americans, while in the south of the north it was Montgomery. When he arrived, he was trying to arrive here. It was very bad because he was defeated by the Germans, as the Germans used Mount Etna and Catania and Taormina as their headquarters to defend us now. And in the beach area, they had confiscated some of the villas of the Catania people, so they were living there. So whenever Montgomery appeared from Syracuse at the hillside of the St. Meters River, he was defeated. So that's why he sent the Irish, the Scottish, and the Canadians from the mountains to get down to Catania. Catania was liberated on the 5th of August 1943, 25 days after the landing. Many buildings of the town were bombed. This corner, for instance, that corner, but they were much more bombed. All the areas where the gunpowder industries were just located close by the railway station,
And the mafia was big help for the Americans.
The mafia was also helping with Lucky Luciano, Joe Poletti, and so many others. It was just to indicate to them where there would have been shallow beaches, where to go, or also to be used as an interpreter. So it was very bad, also because sometimes after the war, some of those mafiosi that were swept away by Mussolini, they became the mayor or the owners or the representative of the state sometimes.
Ciao! Now at our Etna vineyard. So there you go, Ortigia, Catania, now a little bit at our Etna vineyard. By the way, this is what it looks like in mid-April. Next week we have a great show. I'm going to go to Ragusa and watch as an 86-year-old woman from Michigan comes with her son, grandkids, and has a reunion with family she's never met. She found them on Facebook. She promised her grandfather, Salvatore, who left Sicily in 1906, that she would come back to Sicily one day, and she made it happen. Took her 86 years, but she made it happen. All right, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you've enjoyed it, consider hitting the like, sharing it with a friend, and we'll see you on another episode of You, Me, and Sicily. Arrivederci. Ciao.